Alright, a quick disclaimer at the start of this video. This is me racing the AI. So if this isn't your bag, that's totally fine and I totally get it. Not everybody likes seeing people race AI. So don't worry, there'll be plenty more regular content coming soon. But let's jump into the action. Alright guys, welcome along to the Not GT Endurance series. On the weeks where I'm not going to be able to drive the actual event, we will bring you the AI sim run that I do. I always do one of these every week. I've been doing since last season.
Here we go, be ready.
And yeah, this week we're at Miami, so I'm only going to be running this every other week, like I said. But yeah, this should be good. Tricky track. It's pit lane start, of course. We're ready to go.
All clear on pit exit.
I'm not sure how this is going to go
We've got a lot of work to do
with
now.
the AI.
The driver in front of us is Rosie.
Also not sure why my front tyres are showing as green on my Delta, but just try and settle into this a little bit.
The next car is Garrison.
So yeah, 3-hour race. Not been on this track with other cars yet, so this will be an experience. Quite surprised actually that my tyres are already up to temperature, which is a bit weird. Or somewhat temperature. Anyway, so yeah, racing against the AI here. They are between 60 and 80% difficulty. And it's going to be just take a little bit of a time, I think, here just to work out their quirks. Generally, the AI has like a couple of patches on the track where they are quite slow, so you can take advantage and capitalise. For example, on the Nordschleife, when you
You're running last. Come on, Nick.
enter the Nord section and you get to the uphill, the first uphill, which leads onto a double right-hander. They're always pretty slow there, so you can always take advantage there. Also through the kink on the back straight up the hill, they're quite slow there. So yeah, it's just about working out with the AI sometimes where they are slow, where you can take advantage. I don't know, obviously, how well optimised the AI is going to be around here. We'll be in a new track, but we'll see.
Rainbow, car number 35, is now leading.
Fuel target in this first stint, we're going to be looking for 32 laps. So to make that comfortable, we're looking at about 3.4 litres a lap if we can manage that. Can go a little bit over, but that's the comfortable figure that we'll be looking for. So far, we're settling into this quite nicely. Tyres have come up nicely. And we are only 4 seconds now off the guys in front.
in front of us is on Rosie.
It's starting to push a little bit more now that the tyres are properly up to temperature. That's probably one of the hardest corners on the track. I honestly thought before driving it the slow chicane leading onto the back straight would be the hardest, or the long straight would be the hardest section, but
Tom, car number 20.
getting that corner right is very, very difficult indeed. This corner just never seems to end. Got to be careful over the curbs. Don't know if it's just the McLaren, but very easy to go across the curbs and spin the tyres up. So let's try and gauge here what the
Okay, Nick, the next car is
aero is going to do. Very cautious into this final turn.
On your right, clear right.
To back out the throttle a little bit there, so not to get pinched against the wall.
You've just done a 2:00.3 seconds.
Car left, clear left.
Going to get pinched against the wall again there.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
I thought I'd earned myself a little bit of space there, but the Mustang thought otherwise. So at the minute, I've not really found a clear-cut space to get past these guys. So this could be tricky.
The leader's just done a 1:59.02. The next car is Ambrosi.
I anticipate them braking early there, because on the previous lap they seemed to brake quite early. But maybe just when they're battling side by side.
Car right. Still there. Clear right. Car left. Clear left.
Can we outbrake?
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
First bit of overtaking action there at Miami.
Okay, Nick. The next car is Carlson.
See if we can get a bit of a gap to these guys. They are definitely slowing us down.
That's a new fastest lap for Korea. 1:58.91.
I've delayed the throttle a little bit there because I went over the curb on the apex and definitely a place that unsettles the car.
The gap in front is now 0.43. B39.
Car right. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Come on, Nick. Good stuff. Keep it coming. The car in front of us is now Garrison.
I don't know if you can see my socks or not. A bit of a random thing to say, I know, but if you can see my socks, I'm wondering why I've got like bright blue socks on. They're actually my Milo socks, my dog's face on them. One of my 40th birthday presents from the wife and kids. But they're actually quite a comfy pair of socks. I think we might find it hard here actually to kind of pull gaps to guys behind, so we're going to have to be wary of both in front and behind here.
Don't let him through.
On your left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there.
Exactly what I meant.
Clear left.
Hit all your apexes. Wait for the chances to come, mate. B38.
Aston and the Porsche getting very racy.
On your right. Clear right. On your right. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
The guy ahead is Gustafsson.
So what, they are not making this easy. Aston has definitely got some straight line speed.
B37.
We'll go for a late lunge there, but thought a little bit better of it. A bit too far back.
Left side. Clear left.
Brilliant. Nice one. All right, Nick. The next car is L.
Oh no! Sorry, guys.
We've got damage.
I lit it up too much on the exit. I thought I'd got a great.
Rosie.
Alright. The wheel seems pretty straight. I thought I got a really good exit there as well, so I'm really gutted about that. All that hard work's now been undone.
Fastest lap for Simpson, 1:58.60. Tom, car number 20, is now in the lead.
Right, drop the brake bias back a couple of clicks. Because rotation doesn't feel great to me. I don't know if that's just because I've overworked the tyres a little bit at the minute, or if there is actually a bit of aero damage that's affecting us there. So we'll see if we can counter that with a bit of brake bias. So the frames seem a bit choppy here as well.
That's last.
See, I was saying about how it's easy to lose the car on the curbs, but it's just easy to lose the car in general in places. Yeah, maybe just caught that inside curb there on the left on exit, possibly. But at least we can now see what sort of pace we can do in clear air, albeit with a little bit of damage. Miami's a very hot place, track temps are quite high. Well, this is being run quite late in the day. The race time in Sim actually started at 3:45 p.m. and I think sunset was around about 7, just after 7 o'clock on this when I looked at the details. So I'm expecting the track temps to come down as the race progresses and it gets later on in the day. Deep there in the final corner, which has compromised a lot of lap time. 1:58.6 fastest lap so far. I think we're comfortably beat that in a minute, even with the damage. Let's get this final corner right for a start. Little lift on exit there to stop us going in towards the barrier. Curb on the right is one of the one places you can use to help get a bit of rotation. Quite surprising as well how much of the birth part of that complex you can actually cut.
New fastest lap for Rainbow, 1:58.42.
We should be able to beat that. And a bit of a slow section there though, so we lost a bit of time.
Your lap times are improving. Come on, Nick.
Yeah, my general tips that first section is to just give a little lift through both corners. Cut as much there as you dare, and there. And for the long left-hander, it's about balancing throttle and brake. See what you dare sort of can do until you get out wide enough, and then just picking your moment to turn in.
Okay, Nick, the next car is Carlson.
It's the entry to that chicane as well, is just trying to get as close to the walls of that left as you possibly can. You can really cut quite a lot of it over. You can cut quite a lot of it, sorry. Obviously, you just got to be very careful not just to take that a little bit too much. And I've overcooked that on the brakes. Lost so much lap time because of it. Might be our last chance for a fast lap at this part of the race.
1:58.63.
Right, we're getting back towards traffic now.
Fastest lap for Rainbow, 158.28.
So the second part of the chicane, the exit of the chicane, I say you got to take the tight left. When you're in the right, you got to be very careful because there is actually a bit of a little bump that you can go over. So it's about keeping the steering steady until the car stabilizes. A little bit unsighted there from the guys in front, so I went a little bit deep.
That lap time was 159.13.
Car left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
I was very dodgy there. I felt myself
Right,
sort
the
of
guy ahead of us is
on the brakes while turning into the corner. Very lucky not to have spun the car there. Delayed throttle application of it there because I went over the curb, and if I'd have gone full throttle would have spun up the rears, which is not what we want at all. So we'll make a dive here down into turn one.
E40. That lap was at 2 minutes.
On your left. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
All right, Nick. The next car is Berry.
Right, we've dropped a couple of degrees on the track temp. We're down to 35.6. Air temperature's come down a couple of degrees as well.
That's a new fastest lap for Rainbow, 158.22. Hold your nerve, make them do the work.
I think we should be clear of the guy behind by the end of this straight. I don't think he's got the performance to stay with us by the looks of it, so let's focus ahead. Seems to have better acceleration than the Audi behind, so...
B39, you've just done a 159.44. Okay, Nick, you reel in B38 in. The gap is 1.0 seconds. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines.
I'm turning in too early for that corner, so I need to sort of try and delay the turning a little bit. Took a little bit too much liberty there on the corner before as well, so I'll be wary of that.
The car ahead is Surely.
Guy looks pretty slow. I think he was the guy that was at the head of the train that we was in before we had the incident, so I feel like the car wants to break traction
In front is now 0.39.
in the slower corners there. Not going to go for it too far back.
Right side. Still there. Hold your line, clear right.
It's not quite enough confidence there to carry the speed through around the outside, or around the inside, sorry. Halfway through the stint though.
Car right. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
Brought the guys behind back into it a little bit though, unfortunately, with this battling. Lost about 1.2 seconds so far in this, trying to like work away past Neil here.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
Well done, mate, that was great. The guy in front is Berry, B38. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 35 Celsius. You're reeling, Berry in. The gap's now 0.9.
Bad corner. As you can pull a bit of a gap though to Neil behind again. Just give us that security behind.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Come on, that's the stuff. Well done, Nick.
Around the outside we go.
In front is Garrison. New fastest lap for Rainbow, 157.73. The gap in front is now 0.5.
The trick is with that long right, slow right-hander is just to avoid the temptation, I think, of applying a bit of throttle. Just let the car roll round the corner.
0.43.
Right side. Clear right. Right side. Still there. Clear right.
Ah, he's a bit slow there.
Have it. Nice one.
Wasn't really thinking about the move, to be fair.
Okay, Nick. The next car is Bell.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
So the back out of it, I thought he was going to chop my front end off there, so had to back out of it last minute.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
Very difficult to make that work around the outside there.
The track temperature is falling. It's
Might
now
have to go
33
defensive here.
Celsius.
But the track temperature is really coming down. Went down the first edge to help with a little bit more rotation.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
Went for a cheeky move, but didn't quite make it stick. Went too wide there onto the dirty stuff, and I could really feel I just could not get any grip and turn in there, so really wasn't able to maximise that corner at all.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
A little bit frustrating really at the minute. Just can't find anywhere really to get past them at the moment.
On your left. Clear left.
I'm going to go down turn one.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Nice one, mate. Nice one, Nick.
I'd be really careful on the exit of the final corner there though, because could not, going around the outside, feel the car wanting to break traction, so I had to be really careful with the throttle.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right. Right side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line.
And that Porsche got some
Hold
good
your
straight
line.
line speed.
Still there. Clear right. On your right. Still there. Clear right.
Car ahead is Henry. Fastest lap for Len, 157.70.
Didn't want to get too greedy and take the BMW as well. I wanted to make sure I had the inside for that slow right-hander. Oh, we're going to be under pressure here from the Porsche, so we're going to go defensive down the inside, I think.
P34, your last lap time was at 2:00.2.
On your left. Still there. Clear left.
Go slow into turn one.
All right, Nick. The next car is Russo.
Right, Henry's creating a gap behind us.
The gap to Russo ahead is now 1.2 seconds.
we can clear this Corvette, then might have a period of free track. Well, Scotty Nash is only 6 down the road, so then after Scotty there's a 15-second gap. So yeah, we are coming towards some clean airs where we can maybe really start to try and unleash a bit of performance now that we are a bit cooler on track temps and lighter on fuel.
B33. Okay, Nick, you're reeling. Russo in. The gap is now 0.21.
Have to worry about behind, getting a
That's a new fastest
nice
lap.
gap behind.
157.33.
Oh, caught me out of guard, jeez. Didn't anticipate it to be that slow through the corner. Still alive though.
The gap ahead is now 1.4.
Track temp currently sitting at 33 and air temp 25.5.
Left side. Clear left.
Okay, Nick, keep power on the pressure. You'll make a mistake.
On your left. Clear left.
Good pass, well done. The guy in front is Nash.
It looks like the leader, I think Brian was leading, possibly, and he's already pitted. He is 9.1 in front. We've got about 6 more laps to run in this stint to make the 32. I don't think we're going to make 33.
The gap to Nash.
We're not that lean on the fuel.
1.4.
Yeah, leaders are starting to pit.
32.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right. Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Nice pass. Well done, Nick. Car in front is Chris.
These guys only went 26 laps on their fuel, the guy in front, so
Keep your concentration.
he's going to need an extra stop. My fuel calculator is estimating we're going to go 90 and a half laps, so 91 laps a minute.
B31. Sector 2 is 1.3 off the pace.
Fuel is not an issue now to get to where we need it to get to. down a little click more on the brake bias. See if that helps a bit with rotation.
Now 1.0. All right, Nick. Don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. B30. We estimate 4 laps fuel remaining. That lap time was 1:59.01.
See if we can outbrake this Ferrari maybe in the braking zone. A little bit too far back, I think. We estimate 3 laps of fuel left. Keep the pressure on. Don't give him any respite.
Right side. Clear right.
Obviously this battle's a little bit pointless because we know he's already boxed. So we're not going to gain anything really by attacking. Three more laps to run. I can afford to be a bit more extended now with the gear shifts.
Gap to B30 behind is now 5.3. B29. Only 2 more laps of fuel. That last lap was a 1:59.00.
Car right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
Fucking-tastic. Now keep pushing. Rainbow is pitting from position 1. We think he'll come out close in front. Left, car number 26 is now in the lead.
All right, one more lap to go. Deep.
Okay, Nick, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
Didn't help at all.
This is brilliant, keep it up. E9, you've only got enough fuel for this lap. That was a 158.64. Car in front is left. Seventh position. The gap is now 0.9. Okay, Nick, hit this lap, in this lap. The gap behind is now 0.5.
Chris is staying with me behind. We really attacked the pit lane here.
Is 80 kilometers per hour. We have no recorded pit timings. The exit position estimates are unreliable. When we leave the pits, we think we'll be in P38. 1 box now.
Oh, and we overshot the box. Oh well.
Front right, 71%. Right rear, 80.
That's not bad. Track temperature definitely come down though. 31.7 now, the track temp. So I've got a bit of damage that we'll just sit here and take the repairs on. Shouldn't actually spill too far into our fuel top up, to be fair. So, and yeah, we'll remember nice and steady on the exit.
Exit's clear. Push. Cold tyres all round. Okay, Nick. The next car is Wood.
P33, I think that is.
Window for fuel will open on lap 61. It'll close on lap 63.
I just got to drive this sensibly now while we get into the groove and warm everything up. Definitely don't want to cede positions to the guys behind. They were quite slow before the box.
To Russo behind is now 2.1 seconds, B31.
That's better than I thought it was going to be. The car's not handling too bad on cold tyres either. Not a million miles away from our fastest lap. So this phase of the race, so we just need to get our head down and try and claw some time back. We are about 13.5 seconds to the next car at the minute. Be on the brakes a little bit earlier with this full tank of fuel. Second time in 2 laps I've overshot that. Dirty side of the track there, which didn't help. So according to my wheel, 72% on the front left, 75 on the front right. That stop. I mean, according to this, the rear left was the worst one at 70%. So strange to have a rear tyre that was more worn than the fronts. Let's try and brake a little bit earlier this time.
Time was at 1:59.00. Okay, Nick, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
We're back on 91 laps now. But we've effectively done the hard work here. If we can string this out to another 32, we'll have a relatively shorter last stint. Fuel target is looking good at the minute.
It's now 7.4. All right, Nick, we're matching race pace. You're 2 tenths off the pace in sector 2.
Get back into the groove of shifting a little bit earlier, just to try and save being in higher gears for longer.
Gap to Wood ahead is now 9.4.
A bit too greedy on the throttle there, just trying to get a little bit extra speed before the final turn in, but it bit me in the bum really.
B31. Gap to Wood in front is now 8.4 seconds. lap time was 1:58.91.
Lap time's dropped off a little bit now. I'm just trying to focus more on just bringing the fuel usage down a little touch. We're right on the bubble really of doing another 32, so they are really reeling in the guys in front though.
That was at 1:58.77. Okay, Nick, you're reeling wood in. The gap is 6.7 seconds.
Felt my feet doing naughty things there. I felt like I was on both the brake and throttle at the same time. Marginally a new fastest lap for me. Coming up now to the back of the next group of cars.
The gap to wood ahead is now 3.9. The next car is Hill. Page, car number 30, is leading the race.
Didn't manage to get my fuel usage down, but
Okay, Nick, the next car is Wood.
we're going to use a lot less in a minute once we come up to the back of these guys. Just got my wheel caught there, just on the edge of that curb, on the inside, and it was trying to pull the car around. Right, we are lapping fast on the leader at the minute, but that's now going to be short-lived now that we're in traffic. Backmarker in here causing all sorts of chaos.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Good pass, nice front.
I was able to take advantage of that chaos.
B30.
Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Car in front of us is Hill.
Right, the other guy's still not got past the back marker, so it's good for us. They are through now. Spread going defensive here.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. Right side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
Didn't quite have enough to get past him there on the inside. Should get a good run though into the next corner.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Brilliant. Nice one. Come on, Nick. Car in front of us is Meister.
A little bit twitchy on exit there. Just trying to get on the power as early as I can. Don't know what that Acura's like in a straight line, but doesn't seem to be gaining too much. We went deep though. Too busy split watching.
B29. Gap to B30 behind is now 1.4 seconds.
Yeah, I had to just coast over them bumps. Anything more than that would have been disastrous.
You're reeling, B28 in. The gap's now 1.3.
A little touch rearwards. Just past the halfway mark here.
Rainbow, car number 35, is now leading. Simpson is pitting from P4. He should come out just in front of you.
He is not on a good strategy. Track temp is now down to 31.1. Air temp is 25.1, so temps are still dropping, albeit slowly.
Okay, Nick, you're reeling Meister in. The gap's now 0.7. We're halfway home. Should be about 18 laps remaining on this tank.
Just following the AI around there just to see if I can get a better run. Trying to open up the corner and get the power down in, it didn't really work.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 31 Celsius. Okay, Nick, you need to pass this track. You're losing too much time. B29, you've just done a 159.3.
Left side. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
The guy ahead is Gardner.
I was worried that was going to be a bit of a late lunge, but managed to make it work.
Okay, Nick, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
Alright, got a nice gap, so let's concentrate again now. Head down and catching the guys in front.
B28, that lap time was 158.54.
Still feel like I'm place I'm turning the steering wheel far too much. There was a prime opportunity, just trying to force the car with the steering wheel rather than just gently caressing it into the corners.
You've used half your fuel.
Really trying this season with this car and like learn driving the GT3s now, just to really work on the overlap more than anything. So making sure I'm coming off the throttle. And before I apply the brake. And also just sort of try not to turn in so aggressively. I know I just said I did it in turn one there, but just being a bit more patient and waiting till later in the braking phase to start turning the wheel.
Behind is now 2.0 seconds. That lap time was 1:58.53.
I don't really want my rule of thumb to be, unless it's a really slow corner, a really tight, slow corner. Don't really want to be applying more than, I would say, what, 90-degree steering lock?
You're reeling Gardner in. The gap is 2.5 seconds.
Really enforce getting that rotation and turning with the pedals as opposed to the wheel. Just a whole host of stuff really to try and hone in on and learn. And I know I've been like, in recent times, been just sort of like moving from series to series and car to car, but really enjoying the GT3s at the minute. Really feel like I'm pushing myself and trying to learn as much as I can out of these cars to drive them better. And I want to be able to perform better as well. The lap time's still not quite there, I know.
That was a 1:58.12.
But I've really enjoyed these last sort of 4 weeks or so, working with Intraphase Ian. Just trying to help him, not so much with the pace, but trying to understand the strategies and give feedback and pointers to how I feel the setup and the car is feeling. Don't fully really understand, you know, how to tweak setups myself, so yeah, sort of working with Ian has been great for me. I'm sure I'll understand more of the car as I kind of carry on driving, and it'd be really good to sort of be able to make some suggestions other than just saying, oh, the rear end feels loose or something. Just say, oh, I think we should have, something more on the rear corner, or I think we could do with a click more or click left downforce sort of thing. Those sorts of suggestions. It's been quite a big thing for me as well, and just coming to understand how brake bias works a little bit more. So just using brake bias as a tool in the car now, just to try and get a little bit more rotation when I feel like the tyres are going off. Traction control as well. trying to work with as minimal traction control as I can.
We're matching race pace.
And speaking of traction control, I've been running it a bit higher tonight than I normally have been. I've been in practices. I've been running it at 3. Once the tyres have got up to a bit of temperature. It's a bit scruffy. It's been using traction control just a little bit more, just on the cold tyres, just to try and help with a bit more traction when we've got those cold tyres, but as they warm up and they're not as slippy, we've got a bit more grip, just dialing that TC back a bit. I haven't really felt that I've had many corners tonight where I see the TC kicking in, so I haven't really felt the need to dial it back. Getting good drive off the corners, don't feel like I'm getting bogged down, so I need to try and close in on Tony here. To be fair, I'm not really making much progress on Tony.
That lap was a 1:58.67. Losing time here, man. We need to pass it. B28.
I know, Jim. I'm trying.
Car right. Clear right.
Miles off the apex there. I don't know what I was doing.
That was 158.69. Sector.
On your left. Clear left.
Ooh, had to back out of that. Was a bit of a lunge, to be fair. Just trying my best just to see if I could spook him.
New fastest lap for Rainbow, 157.26. Alright Nick, this bastard's holding you up, you've got to find a way past.
I'll try and spook him. I don't think you can really spook the AI too much in this game. At least they don't just dive out the way though when you put a nose down the inside. Oh, it's me. Alright, no damage.
Car left. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
Well done. Nice front now.
A little bit later on the brakes that time.
The next car is west.
Yeah, I thought that might be putting a bit too much.
Keep it within the track limits.
Ah! It's not what we wanted. Have to hold the inside here.
The gap to Gardner behind is now 0.5.
Let's try and break the toe.
B27.
saved a lot of fuel as well. So we don't necessarily have to worry again from now about looking after our upshifts. Temperature's really starting to come down. 29.4 is the current track temp, with a little over an hour, just a bit over an hour to go.
To Gardner behind is now 1.6 seconds. You're matching race pace. Well done, Nick.
We've been unleashed.
Reeling west. The gap is now 2.0 seconds.
Really need to start trying to brake a little bit later on the back straight. Still braking way too early, and having to, yeah, just turning it too slow at the apex, basically. Six more laps to run until the box.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.43 off the pace. Sector 3 time is fast.
A lot of like sliding
Nick,
going on there
you're
in
reeling
turn
west.
1.
The gap is now 1.2 seconds.
Finally found a, well, just because the track temps are coming down now a while, but I think I found like good rhythm now through that long left-hander. Sort of backing off the throttle and just coasting around the corner after like the first part of the corner. And that's what happens obviously when you try and go a little bit later on the brakes, you're not used to it. You go deep. Back a little bit on the brake bias.
race pace. B20.
Right side. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
Just came across a little bit early there.
The guy in front is Jay.
So yeah, my plan is throttle all the way through here, let off here, just coast round, coast round, coast round.
On your right. Clear right.
Not a great example because we had the backmarker there. So I don't know if it's just the fact that the track temps dropped. And we can do that a little bit more now. Better.
Make him do all the work. Focus on your exits.
Interesting with these track temps though, and a fresh set of boots, a bit lighter on the fuel tank, what we'll be able to do.
You've got about 4 laps of fuel left. 20th place.
On your right. Clear right.
You're reeling J in. The gap is 0.9.
Got about 31 laps left to do.
From P31. Looks like he'll come out just in front of you.
We've got another 3 laps to box. Our 2 cars ahead is pitting. Right, so we're racing these guys now.
3 laps of fuel remaining. All right, Nick. Pit window open. The guy in front is Chris. You're reeling Chris in. The gap's now 0.7. Correa is entering the pits. He's in P2. He should come out a little way behind you. should come out into position 31. Behind left. Keep it up, we're looking good here. 8th place, only 2 laps of fuel left. West, behind, is pitting now.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
Okay, Nick, the next car is Tom.
On your right. Clear right. Right side. Clear right.
A bit hairy.
Car right. Clear right. Car right.
All right, one more. Well, our fastest lap is currently 2 tenths off the fastest lap that was just set.
Okay, Nick, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. The guy ahead has just done a 157.56. 6th place. We think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap. Your lap time was 158.56.
Right side. Clear right.
That's been a really good stint.
Gap to Tom behind is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds.
Dizzy Heights of P6. Not that we're going to keep it, but
Coming to the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap. The guy in front is 1 lap behind. Watch your speed limit in the pits. Okay, Nick, we'll fill you to the end of the race. When we exit the pits,
Alright, we'll
we should
set
be in
the
position 28. Behind,
brake balance
left,
back to 54.
4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Good stint. Good stint.
Front right, 71%. Rear right, 81.
And we're adding 95 litres. So we will be about 98 litres. Should be able to drive off. Fuel tyre wear was about the same that stint as the first stint.
Exit looks clear. The car ahead is Hudson.
It looked like we're P17, which is mad.
Henry is pitting from position 32. I think he'll come out just in front.
I think we have jumped a lot of people in that stop. There's no think about it, we definitely have jumped a lot of people in that stop. Once these tyres go up to temp, we'll start chasing the guys in front.
17th place.
See if we can make any more positions.
Fastest lap for Page, 1:57.08. The gap to Lee behind is now 3.1 seconds.
We shouldn't need a fuel save anymore, so we can really go for it now in this stint. Means we can extend the gears a little bit more, not change up so early, not be too bothered about being in those higher gears earlier.
Alright Nick, the next car is a lap behind. gap to Lee behind is now 3.8 seconds.
Right, we're starting to extend the gap now to Jimmy behind. Bit too much speed in that last part of the corner there, so shifted down first just to help me around a little bit.
The gap to Lee behind is increasing. It's now 4.6 seconds. Just done a 158.32.
Left side. Clear left.
Okay, Nick, you're reeling. Hudson in. The gap is now 5.1 seconds. The guy in front is one lap behind. track temperature's decreasing. It's now 28 Celsius. P17, you've just done a 157.28. The leader, Page, is pitting. Rainbow, car number 35, is now in the lead.
Well, I've had a few quiet laps, guys. Just been locked in a little bit. So yeah, just continuing to work here on chasing down Tyler. Got the gap down to just under 4 seconds now.
He's pitting from position 3. It looks like he'll come out just behind you.
All the bad strategy people will call them. They're in the box now.
Can't leave in the pit lane. The gap to Hudson ahead is now 3.5 seconds. Your last lap time was at 157.68.
Right side. Hold your line, clear right.
Alright Nick, the next car is 1 lap behind.
I didn't get held up too much there by Sean.
On your right. Clear right.
Let's take advantage of Kim there as well while they're scrapping in front. So, I'm sorry again. Pass both those back markers there without any sort of reasonable trouble. Back onto this scrap now for P15, I think it is.
The gap to P16 in front is now 0.38.
Car right. Clear right.
To back out of that, that's about our front end swiped off at the apex. As a result, just lit up the rears a little bit on exit. So let's just try and get settled in a little bit more. Watch what these guys do. They're going to be squabbling. Very much single file through that section. I do wonder when we get to racing people here whether or not people are going to be stupid enough to try and go for a move down somewhere in that complex.
Keep him in your sights, force the mistake.
This train's getting longer. So we can force a move into turn 1.
You've just done a 158 with 9-1.
Car left. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
The driver in front of us is left.
Right, let's continue trying to make our way through this train here. The Backmarker is at the head of at the moment.
New fastest lap for age 157.04.
Might come under a bit of pressure here.
Okay, Nick, don't be intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Fucking great press, mate. Well done.
I wasn't going to go for it really. I was just going to try and line him up and go for my normal sort of move into
Next
turn
car is
1, get
car
close.
32. P15. Your lap times are increasing. Come on, keep your focus.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left. Right side. Clear right.
Right, everyone got past the Backmarker there. So we did marginally get past and thought we'd be able to pull an advantage. I'm going to be on our toes here. Sun's starting to go down here, and the track temperature is really coming down. We're down to 27.8 now.
V14. Your lap time was at 1:58.26. Okay, Nick, the next car is neat. The gap to V15 behind is increasing. It's now 1.3.
I think it's going to be a tall order to get into the top 10 here. After this lap, we've got about 16 laps left to run, and we are 14 seconds behind P12, so... We'll carry on. Brian on his interesting strategy though. Obviously boxed not so long ago and he is ahead of me still, so strategy isn't as bad as maybe thought. Certainly made it work.
Last lap was at 1:57.75. Sector 3 is 0.44 off the pace.
About 14 laps left to go.
15th place behind is now 1.8 seconds.
I think it's time to start knocking the brake bias back a little bit. Last couple of laps struggled to rotate in that final corner.
That lap was at 1:57.74. P13 in, the gap's now 1.4.
Brian in P12 has cleared the back markers, so not going to get any help from them. Slow him down.
Okay, Nick, you're reeling neat in. The gap is 0.44.
Pulling quicker than the leader at the minute by about 3 or 4 temps a lap. I think Nate is early on the brakes, so I think we could take advantage of that maybe into this next corner here.
On your left. Still there. Clear left.
B14, up left.
Left side. Clear left.
Yeah, not confident on the brakes there at all, Nate.
The car in front of us is now Simpson. Okay, Nick, the next car is a lap behind. The gap to neat behind is now 1.7 seconds. Place. That was at 157.54. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
Left side. Clear left.
Really not making any inroads on Brian.
The next car is 1 lap behind. We're damaged.
Ah.
Okay, Nick, the next car is left.
Done that so many times in practice. Turn 2 is very, very dodgy. You can lose traction on the upshift. That's exactly what I think we did. We've kept the rear wing though, so we should be alright to carry on.
The gap behind is now 1.1.
Alright, so it's gone from chasing Brian down now to with 10 laps to go, maybe 11, to see whether or not we can get back to where we were.
B17.
I feel like I've lost too much performance. I don't know what we are to P13, but we are 6 seconds from P14 at the minute. Go back another click on the brake bias, just in case there is a bit of front end there that's cost us performance.
All right, Nick, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. Qualifying pace now. Come on, you can salvage something here. Just done a 157.65. Sector 1 is 0.45 off the pace. You're reel in 16th place. The gap is now 1.6.
I turned it too early there. Miles up the apex. Chatted to Ian today and he said that he's like really struggling with that corner because I think Ian only runs a single monitor. He said he's struggling to see the apex, but even with a triple there I still struggled to see the apex on a triple, so...
That's a new fastest lap for Page, 156.91. Gap ahead is now 1.9 seconds. That lap was a 157.70.
On your right. Clear right.
I reckon we're going to do another 7 laps where the leader is. Crossed the line with over 12 minutes to go, so I've got plenty of fuel of course, but if some of these others have.
Car left. Hold your line, clear left. Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Nice move.
Well done, Nick. Great move. Keep it up.
5 seconds to where we were before.
Car ahead is Hudson. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. The gap to left behind is increasing. It's now 0.8.
full concentration mode again now, guys. Sorry for not talking too much. Close 5 seconds down in 9 minutes.
The gap to Hudson in front is now 0.5.
Left side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Good pass. Okay, Nick, the next car is neat.
Remember from before, Nate was not too good on the brakes, was he? All this with Nate though is letting Kipling get away. The gap has increased. Oh, and I completely back to where we were.
Right, the guy ahead of us is left. P17.
Completely missed the brake markers there. I think our dream of getting back to P13 is well and truly out the window now, but P14 is still there. 2.5 seconds. They've all bunched up, so they're going to be very slow through this chicane section up here.
Gap to P18 behind is now 0.9.
Car right.
Just lost
Clear
on the
right.
turn.
Shit, Nick. Come on, mate. Defend your position.
Don't know what's gone on. Just can't get the car turned. We'll try and have a little bit more rearwards brake balance.
5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes left. The guy in front is Lee. The gap to Lee ahead is now 0.8, 18th.
Woo! Pushing too hard to try and get them positions back. to at least finish 17th. I can't go backwards in the final stint after all the hard work we've done. I'm pretty sure we came out the pits in 17th.
Gap to Lee ahead is now 1.1.
Right, 2 to go.
Sector 1 is 1.1 off the pace. To go. 2 minutes.
Really seems to struggle there with understeer. Don't know if it's the dirty air off the car in front or what, but really struggled once I got close there to Jimmy. Really quite disappointed how this stint has finished. As I feel up until this last sort of 10 laps or so, we've driven really well. Still fallen apart a little bit since we lost P13.
On your right, clear right.
And that's just a dive bomb, desperate dive bomb. Ah, frustrated. 2 to go.
That lap was at 159.19.
Trying to take advantage there of Nate being slow in the braking zones. One position is all I ask.
New fastest lap for age 156 by take 3.
Right side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
Alright, we got back to 17th.
Nicely done.
Last lap.
17th place. One more lap to go. That lap time was 157.94. Rainbow took the win. Car ahead is Leck.
get close in this section. Maybe do the same again as we just did on the previous lap.
Left side, clear left.
Bit scruffy.
Right side. Still there.
Oh, I'm not really sure what happened there.
Clear right.
You have 10 incident points. Alright Nick, the next car is neat.
Well, there we go.
16. Fucking nightmare weekend, man. Nightmare. We'll clear up and clear out, and then we'll try and work out what the hell's just happened.
All right, Jim. 41st to 16th. It could have been a lot better. But we should have been 13th, definitely. 13th was on the tables for us, but I guess after, you know, 70 odd laps, we just got a bit complacent. And as a result, we, yeah, blew it, basically. But, yeah, no, good fun. Good insight as well for the actual race on Saturday. But the track temp does come down. I don't think fuel's going to be too much of an issue in the actual race. Especially if you get in traffic. The fuel usage in traffic just comes down dramatically. So I really don't think it's going to be too much of an issue to kind of work to the 32 lap delta. I think if the, depending on the track temperature of course, but if the laps run at what we think they might are capable of running at, I think it could be a 94 lap race. So a couple of 32s and a 30 on the end. At least 132 I think in a... oh, people are running out of fuel. I think at least 132 in across the race will give a lot of flexibility to the second and third stints. So people are running out of fuel left, right and centre here. But I'm really happy with that. Solid results. Yes, we took some damage, but nothing really catastrophic that meant we had to, you know, box and repair the fuel, repair the car.
Box in 5, 4, 3.
I mean, in the end, we were nowhere near
2,
Brian in
1.
P12, so I think
Box
even
now.
without the instance, I think P13 was the best we could have got out of this. Just have a look at that final moment again, though, really
Front
quickly.
left.
All right, so let's go on my far chase here, just to see what happened. Possibly I just drifted over, I genuinely don't know. But let's have a look here. See, he's going sort of middle of the track to kind of go a little bit defensive. I think it, yeah, I just didn't move far enough across, so it's completely on me, the contact. But it was kind of like I was trying to move as he was trying to slow down. So, yeah, I think there was mostly my fault in that one. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you did enjoy it. Like I said, I'll be doing this every other week. And then the weeks I can do the actual race, we'll be doing that on a Saturday morning on the live stream. But if you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. If you want to get involved in iRacing, there's a link in the description. So hopefully I'll see you on track real soon. But until next time, see you.